I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tigers. I'm Hannah.
And I'm Kyla. Today is Wednesday, Hump Day.
February 5th.
Happy birthday to Tabitha Rafe Schneider today.
We've got a blood drive coming up on Friday.
FCCLA is changing up the location to keep things fresh. Instead of heading to the West Gym with your photo ID, you'll be going to the LMC.
16-year-olds are able to donate, but you'll need a signed permission form.
You can get one of those from Mrs. Gilbertson.
If you want to donate, email Emily Stewart or Jessica Jerseth for an appointment.
Remember to eat and hydrate before you donate. Before.
Seniors, you'll be voting for Snowball Court today during Focus.
Seniors who have never been on a court during the last 4 years are eligible for Snowball Court.
A Google form will be emailed to you between Block 4 and Focus. Remember, you're only allowed to vote once.
Yeah, once. If you vote more than once, all of your votes will be disqualified.
All votes must be in by 3:05 today.
Yesterday, you heard some adulation being paid to the Writing 1 Student Reporting Lab concussion team.
Adulation?
Yeah, high praise. It's one of the most common vocab words found on the ACT, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, you might have heard some parts on the concussion group's video on NewsHour. We've got the full piece for you.
Right here.
Right now.
Roll that tape.
Roll it.
Every Friday night, the lights go on and the players put everything they have on the line. But what happens when the drive to play outweighs the potential risk of injury? Some high school athletes are finding ways around the precautions coaching and medical staff take to ensure their safety. At the beginning of the sports season, players are encouraged to take a neural brain test called the impact test. Physical therapist Bill Larkin assists players if they fail the test after they receive a concussion.
The impact test is a neurocognitive exam. Basically, it tries to test different processes that go on in your brain, whether it's memory related, visual, spatial. It tries to take into account your reaction time and all the different processes that you would go through.
If the doctors think athletes have a concussion, players take the test again and are not able to play until they pass. The athlete must be cleared by a physician if they want to get back on the field. There is no law put in place that requires athletes to take the test. National regulations encourage athletes to take the impact test, but is not required unless the school has its own rule. But do players take the test as seriously as they should? Chuck Cook, a former player, admits to taking a lower score purposely.
I did not take the impact test seriously. My freshman and sophomore year, I tested low on purpose because I didn't want to have to sit out a football game or a basketball game or a baseball game because I had a concussion.
Sam Ripp, a former Black River Falls athlete, says other players find different ways to cheat the test.
Some people can just they have other people take it before and give them heads up on what's going to come up. It's pretty hard to, but the doctor isn't in the room when you take it, so you can write down little notes. If you have a pen or something with you, you can memorize what questions come up, so when it tests you again, you remember them.
Cook also claims to have used these strategies.
But my junior and senior year, I had the test memorized because they never rotated the tests. It was always the same test over and over again, so I didn't have to fail it because I had it memorized.
Do players realize the effects that concussions could have on your brain? Less severe symptoms include light headache or having trouble concentrating, but some of the effects are much more serious.
You can have visual changes, loss of memory, changes in mood.
But not all players understand the repercussions.
People I've talked to that have done it, they really don't know the long-term effects, so I don't think they don't really care or don't know.
But most of the side effects take much longer to set in. Years after the concussion, there are still abnormal brainwaves going on in the athlete's head. But even if players know the effects, do they take them to heart?
We're told what they are. I haven't experienced them yet. I'm invincible. Maybe one down the road I will. You see all the stuff about these NFL players. They're getting hit harder than we are.
How do players know when they're ready to come back?
With Wisconsin passing the law that an athlete who sustains a concussion needs to be cleared by a physician, we try to have everybody come through who has sustained a concussion, going through passing the impact test, being cleared by the physician, and then being able to start a return to physical activity by coming to the rehab department and going through that to try to give them the best results and getting back safely.
Players realize that their time in high school is limited and do not want to take that for granted.
I don't think it's a pressure thing. It's more of just you only have so many games to play. Because once you graduate high school, you never get to play high school football again.
I think we need a tiger clap for Sam Barnum, Tyler Leadholm, and Jordan Rondorf, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, on 3.
1, 2. The piece is posted on the Pop Print online. If you would like to share your thoughts about concussions or find a link to the video PBS NewsHour aired on Monday.
On to more announcements, including your 3rd new course highlight.
New course number 3 is PE 12, Sports and Officiating.
The senior-only PE class will allow students to learn the rules and signals of officiating for 2 sports, volleyball and baseball or softball.
There is a shortage of officials, and this course could guarantee you some summer cash.
If there's time, other sports will be reviewed as well.
Thinking about playing baseball?
If you are, not me, you, be sure to attend the brief informational meeting at 2:30 in the cafeteria today.
Or are you interested in being a Stoughton and running distance and track and field this spring?
If the answer is yes, attend an informational meeting in Miss Christensen's room today during Focus. Please be sure to see Miss Christensen for a pass.
Oh, and one last thing. Valentine's Day is coming up. Do you have your gift yet?
Forensics is selling flowers for your special someone.
There will be pink, red, and white carnations.
Those are $2.
And red roses for sale, Michael.
Michael, those are $5. Orders will be taken during lunch beginning today and will continue through next week.
You have to pay when you order.
Or else.
Michael. And just so you know, since it's Wednesday and me and Kyla are here, we're your Wacky Wednesday crew.
Wacky Wednesday.
So look forward to seeing us
With
on the
my-
screen every single Wednesday.
I'll bring my armpit hair with me too.
And I'll bring my mustache with me too.
Mustache.
Michael, give me some noise.
Boyfriend, don't